review. Okay, let us see the double helix model of DNA given by Watson and Crick. So, when we talk about the history, the Frederick Messer has discovered nucleic acid, DNA and RNA, in 1869. But in 1953, near about 1953, the Rosalind Franklin, first of all, the credit goes to her. She was a doctor, and while using X-ray diffraction technique, she confirmed that there is a double helix structure present in the nucleic acid. It's a double structure, double helical structures present there. But unfortunately, she died due to cancer exposed during her research. Very so sorry. But what she has laid the foundation for the discovery of DNA never be forgotten. So the credit doesn't goes to Rosalind Franklin. She only view. The credit goes to Watson and Crick. In 1953, they produced as a double helical model of DNA and got Nobel Prize in that year. Nobel Prize for that year they get. So, when we talk about this double helical features of double helical model of DNA, then we observe that there is a phosphate sugar backbone. Again here sugar phosphate. There phosphate is there. So sugar phosphate backbone is there. And between sugar phosphate, the bases projects inward. So one nucleotide, we have phosphate sugar base in the same way. Again from here, sugar phosphate base. Okay, so base here, sugar phosphate base. So sugar phosphate forms the backbone and bases project inwardly. Like when you make a ladder, you can see ladder. Their rugs are made by bases, and these legs are made up of sugar phosphate. So sugar phosphate, and bases are like their legs. Okay. So ladder like a structure, you make just twist it right handly. So what are the features? Try to understand given by Watson and Crick. The first point they pointed out that it is made up of two polynucleotides chain where the backbone is constituted by sugar phosphate and the bases project inside. So sugar phosphate backbone and bases project inside. So first point, remember. Second point, the two chains have anti-parallel fashion. One chain, you can remember here, 5 prime. The sugar has 5 direction here, carbon is at the 5 member. So 5, but the last one is OH 3, at 3. So 5 to 3 direction, 5 to 3 direction is 1, then another is 3 to 5 direction. So anti-parallel, one is in this direction, then another is in opposite direction. One is 5 prime to 3 prime direction, then another is 3 prime to 5 prime direction. So this one is anti-parallel, not parallel but anti-parallel fashion. Third point is the bond are paired, the bases are paired through hydrogen bond. You can see there is a hydrogen bond between the bases. So this one is one nucleotide. This one is one helix. One nucleotide, two nucleotide, dinucleotide and polynucleotide. So one polynucleotide, another polynucleotide, two helix are there. if you separate from here, one helix is there, another helix is there, like this one. When you make a ladder, you can see that two arms are there and the rugs are there. So these two arms are the helix, two helix. One helix, another helix. So one helix has sugar, phosphate, sugar base, like this, and another has also sugar, base, phosphate, like this, sugar, phosphate, again base. So in this way you can see that the two chains are coiled at here. The bases are paired through the hydrogen bond in such a way forming adenine pair with thymine with double hydrogen bond. 1, 2, double hydrogen bond. While cytosine pair with guanine with triple hydrogen bond. Okay? So there is a double bond between adenine and thymine. Adenine always paired with thymine with double bond, and cytosine always paired with guanine with triple bond. Remember this, never forget it. Always it will help you. So they are with a specificity. There is a specificity. Adenine always pair with thymine, cytosine always pair with guanine. This is the main reason for the explanation of life begets life and life begets life. The offspring comes and they resemble to their parents. In semi-conservative nature, later on we will discuss the main function due to this specificity between base pairing. Never forget this sentence. There is a specificity between the base pairing. Adenine always pair with guanine as thymine, and cytosine always pair with guanine. So there is a specificity in base pairing. Okay? The two chains are coiled at right-handed fashion. The coiling, the two chains are how can you decide that where right hand and left hand? So when we see from top, suppose that these are the two chains, and we see from the upper point, and what the clockwise direction, that is right-handed fashion. So right-handed fashion, the two chains are coiled at right-handed fashion at the pitch is 3.4 nanometer. So pitch means what? One turn from here to here. Suppose that you try to understand these two pieces, try to turn there. So make one turn. From here you can come to this one turn. Another turn like this one. You will start from here and then come to this angle. So one turn. So one turn from here to here. One turn is there. So there are 10 base pairs between one turn, and the distance between this one turn is 3.4 nanometer, all the 10 bases. So what is the distance between one base pair? Definitely 3.4 divided by 10. So when we divide it 10, you get 0.34 nanometer. So there is a 0.3 nanometer distance between one base pair, and there is a specificity. Adenine pair with thymine, cytosine with guanine. One purine pairs with one pyrimidine. This one is a standard because two purine makes a chain, the helix, too distant that they can't give the stability. And if two pyrimidines attach, it makes too close that it cannot make the distance of 2 nanometer between the two as a whole. That is very important during replication and other further its proper functioning. So the best possibility is the one purine with one pyrimidine. So always pairing taking place in this direction. So this is all about it. The plane of one base pair is a stack over the other. Here you can see thymine is stacked with adenine. Just like you put the bags many bags like this, and no one can fall down. So dig one bag, put over another, and then over another. So in this way, you can make a bundle. You can make a stable composition. So in this way, each bases stack over another base. Each base stack over another base. So base pairs stack over one another has give stability. So these are the 5 important features you must remember, given by Watson and Crick. And this is not an ordinary discovery. They got Nobel Prize for this. So mind it. Again I am talking about some student demand for Hindi. I can also explain that यहाँ आप देख सकते हो कि दो सीढ़ी के तरह दो स्ट्रक्चर मैंने बनाया, वो लैडर लाइक, सीढ़ी लाइक. तो सीढ़ी लाइक देखोगे कि सुगर फॉस्फेट का बैकबोन है, बीच में बेस जो है अंदर के तरफ उसमें इंजेक्ट किया हुआ है, लग रहा है कि वो अंदर के तरफ भागा है, और ये दोनों जो हेलिक्स हैं वो एंटी पैरेलल है. The polynucleotide where the backbone is constituted. Backbone means what? Phosphate sugar. ये जो है phosphate sugar से backbone बना हुआ, और इनकी जो सीढ़ियां हैं वो बनी हुई है बेस से. ये बताना है इसका. The two chains, दो चेन जो है वो एंटी पैरेलल है. एक इस दिशा में जा रहा है तो दूसरा एक 5 to 3 डायरेक्शन में जा रहा है. तो अब 5 और 3 क्या है? Try to understand. 5 to 3 है क्या? ये शुगर का याद कीजिए, वो पेंटोज शुगर को मैंने बताया था कि उसका 5 पोजीशन पर कौन कार्बन है, 3 पोजीशन पर कौन कार्बन है, और वहां वो H है, और है ना, तो CH2 है. तो वो वहां को याद रखना. तो वो 5 to 3 प्राइम डायरेक्शन में है, तो दूसरा 3 to 5 एंटी पैरेलल डायरेक्शन में. एडेनिन हमेशा थायमिन के साथ डबल बॉन्ड के साथ पेयर करेगा, और साइटोसिन हमेशा ग्वानिन के साथ ट्रिपल बॉन्ड के साथ पेयर करेगा. एक प्यूरिन जैसे एडेनिन है तो दूसरा पायरिमिडिन रहेगा, क्योंकि यह उसको उचित डिस्टेंस देता है जिसके कारण वो अपना फंक्शन कर पाए. नहीं तो 2 प्यूरिन आप रख देंगे, डबल मेंबर रिंग रख दीजिएगा तो डिस्टेंस बड़ा हो जाएगा, आप 2 छोटा रख दीजिएगा तो बहुत छोटा हो जाएगा, जिसके कारण वो स्टिक कर जाएगा, अपना फंक्शन नहीं कर पाएगा. तो ये वाटसन एंड क्रिक साहब ने बताया. और स्पेसिफिसिटी, हमेशा एडेनिन पेयर करेगा थायमिन से, साइटोसिन ग्वानिन से. नेवर, ऐसा कभी नहीं हो सकता है कि एडेनिन जा करके साइटोसिन से पेयर कर, है ना. आगे हम आई विल टॉक अबाउट Chargaff's rules later on, that the amount, how the amount of adenine to thymine equal to cytosine to guanine. So later on discuss. 5वां इसका पॉइंट कह रहा है कि the plane of one base pair stack. एक बेस पेयर, आप देखिएगा एक बेस पेयर एडेनिन है तो इसके ऊपर ही थायमिन है. जब हम बोरे को, चावल के बोरे को या चीनी के बोरे को एक के ऊपर रखते हैं तो उससे स्टेबिलिटी मिलती है. वही चीज, वही पॉइंट यहाँ बता रहा है कि द प्लेन ऑफ वन बेस पेयर स्टैक ओवर वन अनदर हैज गिव स्टेबिलिटी. ओके, सो आई थिंक all of you can easily, this is the question in board examination, the question directly asked, explain the double helical model of DNA given by Watson and Crick, जिस पर नोबेल प्राइज मिला हो. कोई साधारण डिस्कवरी नहीं हो सकता है, इसको याद ही कर लीजिए, रिमेंबर. ओके, थैंक यू.